You roll up to a red light at 2 in the morning. The streets are empty. No camera watches you. No button waits for your hand. And yet, a few seconds later, the light changes. Just for you. How did it know? The answer is buried an inch beneath your front bumper. A thin loop of wire sealed into the asphalt, listening for metal. Tonight, we slice the road open. Look down the next time you stop at an intersection. Just behind the white line, you may see it. A thin rectangle carved into the pavement, sealed with black tar. It looks like a road repair. It is not. It is the system, hiding in plain sight. Under that line of sealant lies a coil of wire, the sensor that starts this whole story. Most drivers cross it 10,000 times and never notice. Once you see it, you will see it everywhere. Here is how it gets there. A crew cuts a shallow slot into the asphalt with a saw, a rectangle roughly 6 feet on each side. Into that slot, they press a single insulated wire, looped around 3, 4, maybe 5 times. Then they seal it under rubbery tar. From one corner, the 2 wire ends run through a buried pipe to a metal cabinet on the curb. That cabinet is the brain. The loop is its fingertip, resting on the road. Why a loop? Because a loop of wire has a quiet superpower. Push an electric current through any wire, and it wraps itself in a faint magnetic field. Coil that wire into loops, and the field stacks up, growing stronger with every turn. Engineers call this property inductance. Think of it as the coil's magnetic presence, an invisible cushion of field hovering above the pavement. The size of that cushion is the number the whole system watches. Inside the cabinet, the loop is wired into a small circuit with a partner, a capacitor. Together, they form what engineers call a tuned circuit. Energy sloshes back and forth between them, coil to capacitor, capacitor to coil, tens of thousands of times every second. The result is a steady electrical hum at one precise frequency, like a tuning fork that never stops ringing. As long as the road above is empty, that note holds perfectly still. Now a car rolls up. Stop the cutaway here, because this is the moment everything changes. The loop's magnetic cushion does not stop at the surface of the road. It reaches up through the asphalt, through the air, and into the underside of the car, the steel frame, the engine block, the exhaust, the wheels. To the loop, a car is not a vehicle. It is 2 tons of conductive metal parked inside its magnetic field. When a magnetic field washes over a sheet of metal, it stirs the electrons inside. They begin to swirl in little closed whirlpools. Engineers call them eddy currents, after the eddies in a stream. Each whirlpool generates its own tiny magnetic field, and here is the trick. Those fields push back against the loop below. The car's underbody becomes a mirror, reflecting the loop's field right back at it. The magnetic cushion gets squeezed. A squeezed field means the coil's inductance drops, only by a fraction of 1%, but that is enough. Remember the tuned circuit, humming its one steady note? Lower the inductance and the energy sloshes faster. The note rises. A hum that ran at, say, 50,000 cycles per second now runs a few dozen cycles higher. No human ear could ever catch it. But inside the cabinet, something is listening with superhuman patience, and it never blinks. That listener is the loop detector, a small electronic card. Every fraction of a second, it counts the cycles of the hum and compares the number to a baseline it remembers. When the frequency climbs past a set threshold and stays there, the detector makes a ruling, vehicle present. It is careful too. It slowly retunes its baseline as temperature shifts and rain soaks the road, so a hot afternoon never gets mistaken for a pickup truck. The detector flips one switch, and the signal controller, the computer running the whole intersection, registers what engineers call a call. Think of it as raising your hand. The controller does not obey instantly. It checks its timing plan. Who has the green now, how long they have had it, who else is waiting. Then at the first safe gap, it serves your call. Yellow for the cross street. Red, and your light turns green, because a buried wire vouched for you. The system has blind spots, and you have probably met them. A bicycle carries very little steel, so it barely dents the magnetic field. A motorcycle is better, but small. That is why some riders never get a green at an empty intersection. Engineers fight back. They crank up the detector's sensitivity, cut loops in diagonal patterns that sense smaller wheels, and paint markings on the pavement showing cyclists exactly where to stop, directly over the wire where the field is strongest. So run the whole chain one more time. A wire loop sealed in the asphalt hums in a tuned circuit at one steady frequency. Your car arrives, and the loop's magnetic field reaches up into its steel. Eddy currents swirl in the metal and push the field back. The loop's inductance drops. The hum's frequency rises. The detector counts the change, rules vehicle present, and places a call. The controller finds a safe gap and serves it. Loop, field, eddy currents, frequency, detector, call, green. Every red light, the road is listening. Next time you stop at a light, glance at the pavement behind the white line. Find the thin black rectangle. Somewhere under it, a coil is humming, and somewhere in a curbside cabinet, a counter just noticed you. The city felt you arrive. That was the cutaway. If this changed how you see the road, subscribe. There is more to slice open.